Hello Taurus, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming, much appreciated, love to have you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is a general reading. It will cover aspects of your general monthly reading, but if you have specific areas which you like to track, perhaps it's a different sign related to your Venus placement or your moon placement or your rising sign, then you can cross watch to my other videos and get further insights there. I work with the 12 houses of the zodiac, the astrological signs, goddess cards, fairy tarot, and then the destiny cards as well. All my details are in the drop down box below, so you can get more information there. You can follow me on Instagram, you can book a reading through there. And also, please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the cards, card readings around YouTube. Just gets more exposure that way. I normally pick out 3 houses of interest for the month, and then we look at other factors coming in as well. Okay, we've got 7th house, so this is relationships coming in. This is normally close, personal, one-on-one relationships. More often than not, it's a commitment, as in like a marriage or a partnership. But if that's not applicable, then it will be somebody that's, a close, personal, one-on-one relationship for you. Could be really somebody, somebody that's really close to you. May not necessarily be. It could be, perhaps a family member or something, but generally, it applies to committed partnerships of some sort. Okay, so we've got 7th house, 6th house, and we've got 10th house. So work and career is a factor for you. So aspects of this reading may also apply to somebody that you're close to at this time. You may see sometimes these things are reflected in the people around you. So we'll see how that goes. So 7th house, there's some aspects of the past you need to let go of here. It could be baggage, it could be circumstances. We've got air element, communicating, so communication is going to be important. Also possibly technology, since this is your 6th house. And we've got Saturn return age for the 10th house, so you could be gaining a lot of wisdom right now, but it's hindsight. Bottom of the astrological deck is moon soul. So something may be revealed to you, or also conversely something may be slightly hidden. Let's get some goddess guidance. Let's see if we can get it down. Okay, so we've got Hurikura and we've got Bust. So Coventina, this one also popped out, so I'm going to put this next to the bottom of the deck. So we've got Kuan Yin, and we've also got Rhiannon, which is all about manifestation. You've also got manifestation here. You've got compassion for Kuan Yin, but this could also be related to this purification, or possibly to your relationship house. So just see how you're going there. Let's get a destiny card. Looks like one is, oh no, it's not. boldness. Let's get a fairy tarot. Ace of Spring. Okay, so some sort of action is required. Bottom of the tarot deck is 10 of Spring. Ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Yes, okay, well you can see that coming in with your 6th house and with the 10th house as well. So you seem to be very busy from that point of view. Okay, so let's start here with the 7th house. So as I said, this is everything to do with your partnerships, but this can be, love partnerships, but also work partnerships. Close personal one-on-one relationships. That's what the 7th house covers. So as I was saying, South Node, life states, this is about tying off karma, completing contracts, but it's also about releasing the past. So this is about baggage, dropping the baggage and releasing it. This is about, as I said, tying off things, closing contracts, and releasing things that if you can't, if you're unable to come to a resolution, then release it. But do everything you can to close off whatever you're bringing with you from the past in this house, because some aspect of this could actually be quite abrupt and quite sudden. So this can be like a door slamming to the past, something closing, something ending, and it's about pushing you into a position so that you've got no choice but to go forward. So you may be bringing in a lot of things from the past, and they're sort of simmering away, or they're coming up, they're being reflected in your partnerships or your relationships. So they're being reflected back to you. But it's about releasing those, whether it's a negative habit or a negative frame of mind, or just past sort of like programming. You could have inherited this from your parents. It could be past life. This often can be past life. So if you are feeling that something is coming up for you, and it's so deep, you can't seem to find resolution, then visit a past life regressionist and see if they can find the source of whatever it may be and help you work through that to release it. But this is very much about releasing the past. And in some cases, as I said, it could be a door slamming shut, something closing, and you've got no choice but to move forward now. So you could be lingering in the past, or you could be wallowing in something, or you could be dwelling in it in some way, and it's unhealthy and it's toxic. And it's just something is not working for you. Some aspect is not working for you, so you need to release it. You need to move on. So tie off your contracts. We all come into life having made contracts with certain souls. It's normally our soul family, our soul tribe, whatever role they may be playing for you in this lifetime, whatever role that may be. It could be, your nearest and dearest, or it could be somebody else. But nonetheless, it's somebody that you're contracted to work on karma with in this lifetime. And it could also be just the completion of contracts, or even starting a new contract. But you can't start a new contract until you've got rid of or released aspects which are holding you back. This could be inhibitions, it could be behaviors, it could be habits, it could be toxicity like codependency, because this is a relationship house. There are lots of factors that could come in. It could also be that you have, just attitudes or belief systems or programming. As I said, it could have come from parents, or it could just be what you've built up through your lifetime in the way of experience. Our energy gets trapped in an experience, it's almost like it gets stuck there, and it's very hard to release that and bring that energy back to you so that you can move forward. It's kind of constantly going on in the background, like a wheel turning in the background. So you need to release aspects of whatever it is from the past. And it could even be like obsessions, or it could just be compulsive behaviors, or it could be, as I said, codependency. There's some aspect which is not serving you. It may be finished, or it may be that you need to close it off now. Do whatever you have to do to release that. If it's a forgiveness technique that you need to apply, then do that. But forgive yourself so that you can release your energy from that and bring it back to you and put it into perhaps it's a current relationship which needs a boost now, and whatever it may be. But it's about moving forward. Okay. And you've got here Erikura blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. Okay, so this could be also, as I said, this person or this relationship or this partnership may be reflecting back to you what it is you need to work on. They are our mirrors, okay? Our close personal relationships and other people that we come into contact with are our mirrors. They reflect back to you. It's, as soon as that happens, you need to go inward, identify what it is, and then do whatever techniques you can, or visit somebody to assist you to move forward from that. But you really have to be honest. You have to look very closely in at yourself and work through these different layers. And these layers can unfold over a period of time. As long as you're honest with your person, and you trust the process and have faith in yourself and your person. It really depends on what level you're at, whether you are forming something or whether you are moving on from something. It depends on your situation. Everybody's different. This is a general reading, so I'm trying to cover all the different aspects. So something is going to strike home within this area of experience. Now, Erikura is saying that that you're going to your needs are going to be met in this situation, whatever it is. Your needs are going to be met. So if you are going off in a more independent direction, as I say, a partnership may be ending or a partnership may be beginning, but I feel this is more about letting go of certain things to make it better, to bring in growth, to move you forward. So that could be a regeneration or a renewal, or it could be something new. It depends on you. But with this, it's saying that your needs will be met. And just to keep going, to have a strong outcome in mind, okay, and work towards that, and be kind to yourself and be kind to the process, because it is a process, all right. And you're following your contracts that you've determined before you've come here. These are contracts that you need to work through. And there's aspects of that which may be past life, or there could be something that you're forming now. It could be something you're tying off, as I said. You may also want to be bringing in aspects of flower essences or essential oils, aromatherapy, whatever it may be, to help you with aspects of this. This, as I said, could be multi-layered, and flower essences, essential oils, that sort of thing are very good at dealing with that. So whether it's within the physical body from aromatherapy, they work on different levels, but certainly the flower essences, Bach flower remedies or whatever they may be, there's a few different ones around, they work on multiple levels in the emotional body. So, go and have a look, do your research, find out which ones are going to suit you. And you may have to change that periodically, do one for a period of time or do a couple and then change it up and move on to another as you feel yourself growing or changing, or you may start to notice improvements and so on. But it really is about shedding the past. It also is about spending time in nature, gardening, spending time in the floral kingdom, whatever it is that works for you, whatever a medium it is for you, but make sure that you are doing that, and that will help to uplift you and to raise your consciousness and your vibration. Now we've got here 6th house, routine. So this is the house of your daily routine. So this is normally around your work, your workplace, your work colleagues, your projects, but it's also mastery of your craft. So even if you don't go to a workplace and you work mostly from home, or you work with your hands, or whatever it is, you may be self-employed, this is about your routines around that, but it's mastery of your craft, whatever that may be. It's also the house of health, diet, and well-being, your lifestyle. And how is that working for you? What needs to be changed? What is kind of sensitive? It's about sort of checking in on that periodically. It's also the house of pets that may be applicable to you in some form. So now here we've got air element communication, and we've also got independent. So this is saying your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So I do feel that in some way, shape, or form here, it's saying to you that whether it is you actually need to be working independently, or whether you need to be working within a group, but possibly as an individual. In other words, you collaborate with others, but you're not necessarily working with others. You're not in a group workspace. It could be that you're an independent person, or that you need to establish this for yourself in some way. It can also be that you need to be independent in thought, in thinking, or in aspects of your life. If you are in a partnership or in some kind of relationship, it's saying that you may need to, as in your lifestyle, or health and diet, or or well-being. There may be some aspect of that where you need to be more independent with how you are moving through your life. And this can be, as I said, health, diet, well-being, or lifestyle. So it could be related to that. Perhaps you need to break away and do more things on your own, make time for your own interests, make time for your own requirements within that. And it could be a lifestyle change. It could be that you need to perhaps become more independent in some way, whether that means moving ahead with something that is important for you, or you could just be going off in a different direction, whatever it may be. Okay, so there's something is coming in for you where it's saying that your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So whether that's work related, project related, or whether it's health and lifestyle and diet related. It can also be, with air element communication, it's saying that communication is very important. So whoever you're working with, or whoever you're collaborating with, or whether it's relationship based, it's saying that communication is going to be very, very important. So this is going to be choose your words with care, because this is the manifestation card. And I do feel manifestation is going to be important for you. So I do, you've got bottom of the goddess deck is Rhiannon. So that's going to be important. This is also about manifestation. All right. So this is about taking control in some way, actually setting your course, explaining what the situation is, why you want to do this, how you want to do this, or just saying, right, this is, how we're going to move forward, or how I'm going to move forward, or this is the direction I'm going in. And be clear about that, but choose your words with care. All right, this is all written, verbal, even body language comes in, and this can even be online. It can be electronic. It can also be to do with technology. This is kind of advanced tech, but it can be any form of technology. It can also be that you're going through some sort of upgrade with regards to your technology. Now, it depends on what level you're at. You may be just a regular person, and you're just dealing with a normal, smartphone, and you may be changing that. Or you may be expanding your groups in some way. And this could be electronic communication with other people, or in the working environment. Or it could be that you're changing your lifestyle in some way. But this is normally an upgrade or an expansion of some sort within the technology field. It can also be electronic. It could also be that you are giving information out, or you are waiting for information to come in, or you are receiving information. You could be learning something. You could be writing something with the publishing aspect of this, because it's word related. So you could be publishing, or you could be communicating through public relations, something like that. It can also be that to do with this field, you could be in a health field. Actually, health could be your profession. But it's saying that there's some sort of independence of thought, or independence of work schedule, or independence of lifestyle required here. And this is about manifesting what you want. So your thoughts and your words are going to manifest for you what you want. So make sure that your thoughts and your words are aligned, and that they are positive. Okay. and that they assert what it is you're trying to bring into your life. So words are spells, okay? So be careful what you're casting, all right? Speak things into manifestation. What it is that you are aiming for, speak them into manifestation, okay? You don't want to attract things negative things. So don't talk about those. Don't think about those. Just be very objective. This is an air element card, okay? So it's all communication-based aspects coming in. It can also be science, could also be coming in here, science or science fiction or physics. Quantum even can come in with this, so that may be applicable for you. You may be studying that or working in that environment. Whatever it is, it's saying that it's all indicated for this house, so it could be work-related or health-related or lifestyle-related. All of that comes in, but it is very much about manifestation and an expansion from a communication point of view, whether that's technologically or physically, words and so on. And as I say, independence of thought or action or lifestyle. You don't have to break apart from somebody. This can just be having your own interests or having your own mindset or having your own opinions about things. It's also about releasing time for yourself to have a bit of fun. So with the sixth house, it could be all work and no play, which is what what came up here with the 10 of spring. Ask for help from others. So this could very well be the case with the air element card. You could be needing to get assistance or perhaps help with technology to drive something in the sixth house. You could be consulting somebody, especially with the south node. You could be consulting somebody to assist you with something. Now this could be a practitioner or a therapist or an aromatherapist, whatever it may be, okay? Whatever is right and appropriate for you. You could be, because this is health, diet, and well-being related, but it's also work-related, routines. So ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So some aspect you need to communicate about this. It could also be, as I said, that you need to manifest time for yourself where you can pursue your own interests. So raise your joy level and raise your fun level. Allocate time for your own health and well-being. So whether it's a spa afternoon or a massage, which you've got the Arakira, which is could be aromatherapy, or just some sort of investigation from that point of view to lift your well-being, to raise your well-being and your health and your diet, whatever it may be for you, okay? There's something coming in here where you need to be strong about that. Don't let other people dictate your time, all right? Set boundaries and say, right, this afternoon I'm doing this, and I'm going off to, whatever interest or hobby or health or like self-care, whatever it may be for you. It's about managing a schedule where you have strict times for yourself, strict times for your partner, however it works for you. But don't get too set, obviously. Have a bit of flexibility. Being a Taurus, you don't like too many changes. So, have some flexibility, but do make sure that you have time allocated so that you can move between them and make sure that you've got balance. Okay. And with the Kuan Yin card, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So I feel this is also to do with your partnerships or your relationships. With the South Node, this is about letting the past go, and it may involve certain people. It could involve, as I said, certain karmic contracts, and this can be anything. It could be even family related. It just depends. But it's about coming back to this compassionate mindset, all right? A full moon may be important for you, but release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So it's also compassion towards yourself, all right? Forgiveness techniques. Release your energy from situations where things just didn't go well, or it's a past experience that you need to let go of. So apply forgiveness and let go. And apply it to yourself, but first of all, and then apply it to whatever else went down. And just get out of judgment mindset, okay? Don't hold grudges. Don't build up that negative energy. Come back to the compassion, all right? And be compassionate with yourself here. I feel this is important. And then we've got a 10th house. This is the house of career. It's the house of fame, reputation, and your public status. Okay, so this could be very well that you are with the sixth house, perhaps you are becoming more independent from a working perspective. So you may be going out on your own, or you may be starting your own business. So public status may change. In other words, you will go from being employed to being self-employed. Or it could be that you are coming out of a partnership of some sort, and now you're becoming more independent, or you're going the other way. It just depends on your situation. But it could be reputation based as well. But certainly career is indicated with the 10th house. It's also about authority figures. Now you've got Saturn return age here. This may be coming in. Saturn rules the 10th house, actually. So very strong Saturn energy coming in for you. So this could be Saturn, sort of authority figures or authoritative institutions. So you may be leaving one and becoming more independent, or you may be joining one. It depends on your situation. It's kind of interactions from that point of view. It could also be that you are becoming more authoritative, This is about growing up. 10th house is about becoming more mature. It's also about who or what you admire. So all of those aspects may be coming in for you with this house. So with the authoritative institutions, this could be legal, it could be government, it could be military, something like that, something that has a sort of power. Now with the Saturn return age going on here, this is almost like a second chance. This is an opportunity or a time of opportunity coming back to you now, but you will have to release certain things in order to take advantage of this. So this is why, again, you have the South Node here. This is releasing the past or releasing situations that are not working for you. A door may slam with this, or some quite radical change of direction. But it could also be work-related. You could be now moving from one environment to another. And it could also be that you're looking back at the past. This is about hindsight, bringing wisdom and understanding forward, or inner standing forward, okay? So some contemplation and some sort of realistic view is required here, but it could also come in the form of like a disappointment, or looking back at something and realizing that perhaps things didn't go as you wanted them to go, or you perhaps feel in yourself that you didn't handle something properly. But this is only the beauty of hindsight. You can't live in hindsight. You can't go back to the past. All you can do is bring from the past to the future wisdom and hindsight. That is what you're looking for out of that. So take what you can from the situation and don't repeat it, because this is a return, so things are coming back. It could also be to do with what you have sown and what you are reaping. So it could be negative in your eyes, or something could come back and not be what you had hoped. Or it could be that you just need to release things that are no longer working for you, things that are just not supporting you anymore, or that's not the foundation that you want to create now. There's some sort of release and redirect. That is big energy with the Saturn return. Release and redirect. So release your energy, or release whatever it is to do with this 10th house. It could be experience, release what was in place before and now move forward into something else. But this something else, whatever it is that you're moving toward, must be close to your heart. It must be really important to you. This is like a second chance. This is like a gift, actually. And if you work with Saturn, you can really get a lot done. This is about cutting away what is not important and what is fallen away. Some things may have fallen away. So it's about releasing those and redirecting your energy. But this redirect must be something that it could be something that you've always wanted to do, or something that you would have liked to have done when you were younger, it depends on your age. Or it could be just an area, or it could be a professional area which you would rather have done something else with your life. But for whatever reason, you headed in a different direction. And now an opportunity comes up to redirect. So you release your responsibilities from where they have been before. And this is about following your heart, following your inherent guidance, or in your inherent abilities and talents and things like that. And this is about honoring that, honoring what you've come into this lifetime to do, honoring this is releasing the past and moving forward to the future. And this is about which direction you're going to go in. But I do feel it's very much about it's a wonderful opportunity to release yourself from situations which have taken up other parts of your life. So now this could be like empty nest, or you could be relocating, or you could be changing to, as I said, a profession or a career or a way of life which is which you've always wanted. So it's got that could have, should have, would have energy about it. But it's a second chance. It's the wheel turning. And with the age aspect, this is about, as I said, using wisdom and understanding, drawing that forward. Your rear view mirror is small for a reason. You can't live there. It's forward that you need to go. Your front windscreen is where you need to be going. It's big, okay? So dream big. Think about the direction you want to go in. And don't allow age, whether you're younger or older, or sort of any inhibitions to hold you back. Now is your chance to go after this thing or this whatever it is that you want to do, or what you really wanted to do, or what you could have or should have or would have done. Okay, so don't let age hold you back, whether that's older or younger. As I said, don't feel too young or feel too old. And don't allow inhibitions to hold you back. Now, that could be lots of different things. That could be you feel that you've got no experience, or you feel that you haven't got this, or you haven't got that, or you've got too much experience, or whatever it may be, okay? Be realistic, by all means. Cut away what isn't working for you, and start building a new foundation. Now, it's saying here that there is some purification or some sort of detox or cleansing that is required. So now with the Saturn return energy, this is a sort of a course correction, okay? Course correction. So in order to do that, with the South Node, it is a kind of a detox, all right? So whether that applies only to your house of relationships or it's filtering through, I feel it's filtering through. So this can be... it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. So this can be also physically where you have been, the area or the environment that you have been in, and you need to release that. And there may be some work required to get rid of that out of your body, or just to close it off, as I said, to get closure on certain things. But it's also about the mind and, of course, the emotional body. So this can be, mindsets, attitudes, experiences, and things that, where your energy has been parked before, where it has been working before. You need to cut that away and release it and bring it back to yourself, because now you're going to be going in a new direction. But there is some sort of detox or some sort of releasing that needs to happen. And obviously this can be applying to physical levels. This is diet, health, well-being, and so on, but which we already covered in the 6th house. That may be career house related for you, or it could be that you're changing something in what you admire or what you are aiming for in your life. What you're heading for, what you would like to reach for. But in order to do that, there's some sort of purification required. Now, this can also be toxic people. This could have been a toxic work environment. It could also be things around you, environments around you, whether it's within your... I feel it's there are aspects of your health and diet and well-being that we covered, but this I feel is sort of external. I feel it's more like a work environment, or environments that you have been interacting with, and that's changing now. Okay. And you need to release certain things. And this is, be careful what you're taking into your body, what you're taking into your mind, and what you're exposing yourself to. If you are already in this process, it's saying keep going, all right? Keep going, release, release, release what is not serving you. There is some bold action required here, which it could be all 3 houses, or it could be one area in particular which is striking for you. But be bold, okay? I do feel that's coming in with this as well. Be bold, and take action. Take action to take all the steps that we've already discussed. Move forward in some way. Now, we've also got here Moon Soul. So this is coming in. This is about your emotional life, okay? And the moon is your emotional life, but it's also your habits. It's also your moods, okay? So however this applies to you, it could be be coming into your relationship. So these could be behaviors that you've had from the past, or habits you've picked up, and you need to release those, okay? It could also be to do work related, or health and diet related, or all of them. You know, your whole emphasis could be, you know, all of these houses are working together. But it's about your moods, your habits, your and your emotional life. It's also about the past in some way. So you may be looking back. You've got this with the South Node, the past, and with the Saturn return age that does come in. So you may be feeling a little bit nostalgic or sentimental about certain things, but it's fine, as I said, to bring the wisdom and the knowledge back to the present, but let go of the past. Okay, you can't dwell there; it doesn't help you, and you can't change anything. And you need to move forward now. So create the life you want. Really, that's what all of this is about. Create the life you want now. And there's some emotional commitment which is required here. But it can also be that this is about security. So you may be feeling a little bit insecure, or feeling your emotions may be high. You may be feeling that you don't have what it takes. And with the Saturn return age, it's saying, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. And with Erikura here, she's saying, you know, your needs will be met. Okay. So use your instincts and your intuitions. Your instincts are very strong with the moon. Okay. It's also where you go to relax and have fun, and it's like recreational, where you go to relax. That's where your moon is. So you can check that out in your chart where that is. But I think you will know what area of life, and this is why it's saying past independent. There's some aspect of your time schedule where you need to allocate time to relax, and whatever that activity may be. Okay, go there, enjoy that period, and make sure that you're allocating time to that. Okay, this can also be about seeing something. With the South Node, and certainly with the Saturn return, you could be seeing something in a very different light to how you looked at it before. As I said, it could be a bit of disappointment, or it could be that you are now seeing something for what it is. That it looked different before, and now you're seeing it for what it is, whether that's good or bad, you know, whatever, however you term it. It's all experience, okay? Everything's a learning experience, all right? So you could be seeing something to do with that. There could be a feminine influence in here for you as well, whether you are a masculine or a feminine. There could be a female influence coming in. But it's also about, it's like the wisdom of the moon. So something could be a little bit obscured, or you could be seeing something really clearly. And you know, with your emotions being high, sometimes you may not be looking at something too clearly. All right. So this is why you've got the Saturn return. This is taking a realistic look. All right. But it's cycles of the moon as well. They may be important. You had a full moon here with Kuan Yin, so I feel that's maybe important. But it's your emotional life and dealing with that. It can also be about fame as well. Could be sudden fame, or being involved in crowds in some way. So whether that's a positive or a negative for you, just be careful, because you've got purification. If you are somebody who has a high profile, so in other words, fame may be a thing for you, examine that very carefully, because this can indicate a fame of some sort, or being involved in crowds, and crowds may not be helpful to you at this time. It could be a trigger. Okay, so just be careful with that. And then here we've got in the Fairy Tarot, Ace of Spring. It's time to take action. This is why you've got boldness here. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. This is why you've got South Node here, and why you've got Saturn return. South Node, let go. Let go of your baggage and things that how you think they should have been, or things that didn't work out. Now you need to release and redirect, course correct. Go after the things that are closest to your heart. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. And this is why you've got the 10th house. Okay. Let go of things that are not working for you. Be careful. Be discerning with your energy. Because there's something wonderful, some new beginning coming in for you, something wonderful, and it's got a lot of potential. There's a message coming in for you. As I said, with the air element communicating, there's something coming in for you. Some sort of communication, whether it's electronic or document related. But certainly there's transformation with the butterflies. Really, this is a big shift. This is a powerful shift. Saturn return is hugely powerful, and it's a second chance. It's really now a lifeline. Okay, so go after that with all your heart, and don't be afraid. Go after what lights you up, what it is you would have, could have, or should have done. And then here, 10 of Spring, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So I do feel, release things that are weighing you down. Release and redirect. And don't forget, with the Rhiannon Sorceress card, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Everything's about manifestation. You've got another full moon here. So manifestation, use your brand of magic. We all have magic. We all have a particular form of magic. So go within, figure out what it is. What is your magic? And work it. Spend time in nature. Think positive, speak positive, and you will bring about what it is you want to manifest. Okay, Taurus, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care, have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Please don't forget to like and share. Thank you.